Yes, Switzerland does issue student visas to eligible international students. The visa process varies depending on your nationality, as EU/EFTA citizens have a simpler procedure than those from other countries. For a long-term stay to study in Switzerland, you must apply for a national D visa. Requirements for non-EU/EFTA students' proof of admission. You must have a confirmation of acceptance from a Swiss educational institution. Visa application. Submit a formal visa application at the nearest Swiss embassy or consulate in your home country. It is recommended to apply at least 3 months before your planned entry. Proof of financial means. You must provide proof of sufficient funds to cover your living costs while in Switzerland. Motivation letter and CV. A letter explaining your reasons for wanting to study in Switzerland and a curriculum vitae are often required. Post-arrival registration. After entering Switzerland with your visa, you must register with the local cantonal migration office within 14 days to obtain a residence permit. Health insurance. You will be required to get mandatory health insurance after your arrival. Important considerations: no guarantee. A visa is not guaranteed, and the decision is made on a case-by-case basis by the responsible migration office. Age restrictions. In some cases, applications from students over 30 years of age may be refused, with exceptions granted only in well-founded cases. No conversion from tourist visa. You cannot enter the country on a tourist visa and then apply for a student visa. Visa processing time. The process for non-EU/EFTA students can take several weeks or even months, so it is crucial to apply well in advance. Yes, Switzerland does issue student visas to eligible international students. The visa process varies depending on your nationality, as EU/EFTA citizens have a simpler procedure than those from other countries. For a long-term stay to study in Switzerland, you must apply for a national D visa. This visa is specifically for individuals intending to stay in the country for more than 90 days for purposes such as studying, working, or family reunification. The application process and requirements differ significantly for students from non-EU/EFTA countries compared to their European counterparts. It's crucial to identify which category you fall into to ensure you follow the correct procedure. For the purposes of this guide, we will focus primarily on the requirements for non-EU/EFTA nationals, as their process is more complex and requires more extensive documentation and planning. Requirements for non-EU/EFTA students. First and foremost, you must secure proof of admission. This is a non-negotiable prerequisite. You cannot begin the visa application process without a formal letter of acceptance from a recognized Swiss educational institution. This confirmation serves as the primary evidence of your purpose for entering Switzerland. The institution can be a university, a federal institute of technology, or another accredited school. Make sure the acceptance letter is official and clearly states the program you are enrolled in, the duration of your studies, and confirms that you have met all academic requirements for admission. Next is the formal visa application itself. You are required to submit a completed national D visa application form to the Swiss embassy or consulate in your home country. It is highly recommended to initiate this process at least 3 months, and preferably up to 6 months before your planned entry into Switzerland. The forms can typically be downloaded from the respective embassy's website. You will need to schedule an appointment to submit your application and supporting documents in person. Be meticulous when filling out the form, as any errors or omissions could lead to delays or rejection of your application. A critical component of your application is the proof of financial means. The Swiss authorities need assurance that you can support yourself financially throughout your studies without resorting to unauthorized work or public funds. You must provide official bank statements or a letter from your bank confirming that you have sufficient funds to cover your tuition fees and living costs. The required amount is currently set at approximately 21,000 Swiss francs per year, but this figure can vary, so it is essential to check the latest requirements with the Swiss representation in your country. If a sponsor is funding your studies, you will need a formal letter of guarantee from them, along with proof of their financial capacity. You will also need to prepare a motivation letter and a curriculum vitae CV. The motivation letter is your opportunity to explain your reasons for choosing to study in Switzerland, your specific interest in the chosen institution and program, and how this educational path aligns with your future career goals. It should be personal, well-structured, and persuasive. Your CV should detail your educational background, work experience, if any, skills, and other relevant qualifications. Both documents should be presented professionally and demonstrate your seriousness as a student. Once you receive your visa and arrive in Switzerland, the process is not yet complete. You have a legal obligation to register with the local cantonal migration office within 14 days of your arrival. This step is mandatory for obtaining your residence permit, which is the official document that allows you to live in Switzerland during your studies. You will need to present your passport with the D visa, your proof of university enrollment, and your Swiss address. Failure to register in time can have serious legal consequences. Finally, obtaining health insurance is a mandatory requirement for all residents in Switzerland, including international students. You must secure a Swiss health insurance policy within 3 months of your arrival. While you may have travel insurance from your home country, it is typically not sufficient. Many universities offer special student health insurance plans, which are often more affordable than standard policies. Proof of health insurance is necessary to finalize your residence permit. Important considerations: it is crucial to understand that a visa is not guaranteed. The final decision is made on a case-by-case basis by the responsible cantonal migration office in Switzerland. The embassy or consulate where you apply only makes a preliminary assessment. The comprehensive review happens within Switzerland. A successful application depends on meeting all requirements, accurately and convincingly demonstrating your intent as a genuine student. Be aware of potential age restrictions. In some cantons, applications from students over the age of 30 may face additional scrutiny or be refused. Exceptions are sometimes granted in well-founded cases. For example, if you can provide a clear and logical justification for pursuing further education at a later stage in your life, such as for career advancement or specialization. However, this is not a guaranteed exception, and it's a factor to consider. You cannot enter the country on a tourist visa and then apply for a student visa. It is strictly forbidden to convert a Schengen tourist visa, Type C, into a national student visa, Type D, from within Switzerland. You must apply for the correct D visa from your country of residence before you travel. Attempting to circumvent this rule will result in the rejection of your application and may lead to a ban on re-entry. Lastly, be mindful of the visa processing time. The process for non-EU EFTA students can be lengthy, often taking several weeks or even a few months. The timeline depends on the specific canton and the volume of applications at the time. Therefore, it is absolutely crucial to apply well in advance of your program's start date to avoid any issues that could prevent you from beginning your studies on time.